Hello, good morning everybody. Today's lesson is on box plots. We can see here box plots, also known as box and whisker plots. A box plot is going to show us data on a number line, and it shows the distribution of the data set using the median, a new term called the quartiles, and the extremes. Okay, a box plot is only going to talk to us about 25% of the data. It is less specific than a line plot or a dot plot, and it can sometimes be less specific than a histogram. So this is our third and our last display of data. So here's an example of a box plot. We have a dot here. We should have a dot here, let me make a dot, and a dot here, a dot here, and a dot here. Okay, I have included on Edmodo a hard copy of this in Word form. If you want to print it out and follow along, you can, or you can just take notes on your own paper if you would like. This right here is called the 5-number summary because we need 5 numbers, 3, 4, 5, to create our box plot. Okay, our first number is our lower extreme. That is going to be the smallest number in the data set. We typically find this anyways when we're finding range. So this is not a new term for us. And sorry that it took so long. Trying to write without a mouse is pretty hard. So this is the lower extreme. And then up here we're going to have the upper extreme. Oh boy, that was easier doing it with my finger than with the mouse. Okay, here in the middle, this is called the median. Okay, and then for our new terms, this dot right here is called the lower quartile. And this dot right here is called our upper quartile. Now sometimes the lower quartile and the upper quartile go by different names. Instead of saying lower, you would say the first quartile. And instead of saying upper, you would say the third quartile. And then that would make the median the second quartile. But I very, very rarely see the median called the second quartile. I just see it called the median. Okay, so now we're going to answer some questions. So this box plot, as you see, we have a number line. Now, you really don't need all this excess numbers. So look at how the number line is even intervals. They're going by 5s, and then they put little tick marks to show the 1s. You don't have to number every single line, but you do want to make sure all your numbers are represented. And we have a title, Math Test Scores in Percents. Okay, so what was the lowest test score in the data? Well, we're looking at our lower extreme. It's right here. So our lowest test score is, you got it, 30. Okay, and then our highest test score in the data was 100. Okay, that's our lower and upper extremes. These are the only 2 numbers that we know specifically. Okay, so let's continue. So the median of the data. Well, right here is the median, and we can say that that's about an 86. And the range of all the test scores, well, that's going to be the upper extreme minus the lower extreme, which is 70. So the range is 70, okay? That tells us that our data is very spread apart to go from 30 to 100. Now we're talking about measures of variability or measures of spread. Before, when we were doing mean, median, and mode, we were talking about measures of center, okay? And so it would be some questions about what we would see. Okay, now the word quartiles, just so you know, quartiles means quarter. So I have 5 points that break this up into 4 parts. This right here represents 25% of the data. This long box represents 25% of the data. This little box represents 25% of the data. And this little line represents 25% of the data. This is the box. And this right here and this right here are the whiskers. So box and whiskers, but now they just call it a box plot. Okay, so let's say that I had 40 pieces of data. That would mean that there were 10 data points here, that there would be 10 data points here, 10 data points in here, and 10 data points in here. Okay, so this tells us that there are 10 pieces of data that go from 50 to 86. And then there's 10 pieces of data that go from 86 to about, boy, that's not a straight line, to about 92. So this just tells us that the data here is really spread far apart and the data here is super close together. That is all a box plot tells us, is how far apart or how close together the data is. That would be variability, measure of spread. Okay, let's go on to the next part. And this is what it says right here. Okay, one key understanding about box plot is that each section represents 25% of the data. If a section is small, the data is close together. If a section is large, then the numbers are more spread out. Okay. In this box plot, you can see that the whisker for the upper quartile, that's this one right here, is much smaller than the whisker for the lower quartile. Okay, this means the data is very spread apart here. Okay, maybe there's only one score down here, and the rest of the scores are really right here. Okay, and here the data is close together. Okay, but we need to remember that if we have 40 pieces of data, 10 pieces of data fall here and 10 pieces of data fall here. Just because this line is longer doesn't mean there's more data here. That is the biggest misunderstanding with box plots. So, 5-number summary. Our lower extreme, our upper extreme, our lower quartile, our upper quartile, and our median. Okay, so what is our median? Our median is right here. I'm going to say it's about 38, 39. We'll go with 39, 38 or 39. If you said either of those, I would give you credit. The upper quartile, that's this one right here, is about at 51. Our lower quartile is right here. I would say that that's probably at about 22. Our maximum, that's right here. I'd say that's about 62. And our minimum is right here. That's 15. And our range, wow. Our range is going to be 62 minus 15, which is going to be 47. Okay, there's something else not on here that we should add, and that's going to be called the IQR. And the IQR is the interquartile range. My gosh. Sorry in advance for my mouse printing. The interquartile range is going to be the range between the quartiles. So that's going to be 51 minus 22. So 50 minus 20 is 30. Take away 1, so that equals 29. The interquartile range is another measure of spread or measure of variability. Okay, so making box and whisker plots. I'm going to have to go through this kind of quickly. I need to order the data from least to greatest. Let me try to write with my fingers. So here I'm going to do, oh, no, can't do that. So here I'm going to do, nope, I tried it again. 20, 24, 25, 27, 31, 35, and 38. So the least value, our minimum is 20. Our greatest value is 38. And our median, I'm going to cross off, cross off, cross off, cross off, cross off, cross off. Our median is 27. Okay? So if we find the lower quartile, we need to find the median again. That's the median of the lower half of the data. Right here, median of the lower half of the data. So if my lower half of the data is 20, 24, and 25, because this was the median, I'm going to draw a line through it. We don't count it on the bottom or the upper half. So the middle is 24. Okay? Then the upper quartile is the upper half of the data's median. So 31, 35, and 30, oh boy, 8? Yeah, 38. And the median of the upper half of the data is 35. So our 5-number summary is going to be 20. The least value is 20. The greatest value is 38. Our median was 27. Go back. Our, whoops, 25 and 35. Our lower quartile was 25. And our upper quartile was 35. So we put a dot. Notice our number line. We went by twos. 27. 38. Our lower quartile is 25. And our upper quartile is 35. Okay, so we want to go from 20 to 38. They decided to go by twos. We put a box around the center 3 numbers. Oh my gosh, that was horrible. We put a box around our center 3 numbers. Draw a line down there, and we whisker out to the extremes. Okay? And that would be our box and whisker plot. Okay? And then we would put a title up here. We weren't giving a title for this data, but we would give you a data title. Okay? And then here's an example problem. So the first thing we would do, and I'm not going to have enough time for this video, we would order from least to greatest. And I will make a second video for this. So I'm going to stop this one and then upload a second video.